We're getting ready for our last craft show of the year. So we sold out of a lot of our stuff, but we decided to make a few new designs because I just don't have time to make the stuff that's sold out. And I was just wanting to play with some new designs, see how they do. It's a good time to test things, you know. So I'm going to take you through a couple of the littles that we made, and I will start with the cardinal. So this is a concept piece. What I did is I took a ball. I'm trying to make like a vintage looking cardinal ornament. And what you do is you cut a triangle. That's his little head. And then you cut the ball away. Which actually, this took a lot of work because these balls are, I think they're oak. They're really hard to cut. So this took a lot longer than I wanted. I don't know if I could actually sell these because it takes so long to remove all the wood. But you can get the idea where I'm going with this. I got a little cardinal head, got the beak. You carve it in from the ball, and then you got to take all the wood away. I got wings, and I got a little tail. And what I'm doing is I'm leaving the saw marks in. I took the saw marks the direction of the wings and the tail. And so when I paint this red, hopefully it'll look kind of like feathers. I don't know. See what happens. So here's how he turned out. My partner painted him and did an awesome job. It looks really good. You get a little better idea. I'll put him in the sun here. He's got a little tail. I would say probably make this with a smaller ball. Like, look at the size of it in my hand. It is substantial, although it's a pretty cool piece. Like, it's a showstopper piece, I think. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. This was our other good sellers, were the melted snowmen, and this is what they look like being made. So I actually cut all these birch cookies out of branches, and then we let them dry for a few days. She paints them, put a wooden head on, and then we decorate them. We're getting a little faster with this, but it's still pretty time. It still takes a good bit of time. Now, my partner also made melting snowmen, but she wanted something faster, so we're going to also try these guys. She cranked a few of these out pretty quick. And hopefully by putting the hat and the scarf, because you know, you'll see cookie snowmen at places, but they're usually not as decorated as these. They're fast, and hopefully we can sell a few of these easy. So here's a new design I'm playing with. It's supposed to be like a little mushroom house. So I can get it in the light a little better. There. It's supposed to be like a mushroom house, but it's the top of a mushroom. I hollowed it so it would fit onto a ball ornament. So we got a ball ornament. Hi, Izzy. But what I notice is, although I made it a mushroom cap, when you flip it up, like, I don't know if I should take it off kilter, you know, make it a little fun, or straight on. But the problem is, I think it looks more like a Flintstone house now. I was trying to make it a mushroom, but I don't know, maybe a Smurf house. I carved in the door. I took down the ball a little bit so I could get a door to profile and a window. And then I burned, I used a wood burner to do the fine work. And then I burned the whole thing and polished it. So I wanted a difference between the top and the bottom. I need to get out of light. Hold on, I don't think you guys can see this well. Alright. You see how they're different tones? I wanted them to look a little different so the house would look different than the roof. This was going to be like a hanging ornament, but I think it's too heavy. So I flattened the bottom so it can just sit, and I will glue the top on probably instead of screwing it. And that'll be it. I guess it'll just be a little fantasy thing. I guess I could make it a candle holder if I dug in here, but I don't know if I have enough room. I think I'd probably blow through it if I tried to dig in here too deep. I should have planned ahead and used a thicker top, and then I could have made like a candlestick out of it. So you can see it better against the white here. I think it turned out pretty cute. It's pretty strong. Like, I guess I could have made it an ornament. I do feel like if I had time, I'd make a little gnome or something that lived here. I don't know what someone's going to do with this. I guess they'll just stick it near their nativity scene or something. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if I should maybe paint the the lights, the window's yellow, like the glass, so it looks like someone's home. You know, I don't know. We'll just leave it as is. It does spin easy though. I got to the point where, you know, I knocked the rough shape in with the chainsaw. And then what I did is I used my Fordham, and I used this bit. I don't know what it's called. It's like a half moon. I guess you could also use a sphere bit, you know, one of these round guys. And what I did is I went around and kind of grooved it out. And then if you didn't know this, the way I've been making mushroom gills on the cheat is you pin this thing and push in hard and drag it. Push in hard and drag it. And it burns in little gill marks. So it almost looks like a real mushroom under there, and it's very fast. I put a little dent in the inside just so I got somewhere to hold glue. And what I'll probably do is just stick this birch branch up, and we will glue it on top. Maybe not that one, maybe this one. Glue that. That's what it'll look like. Now, I don't know if this is too big. It might be too big. I don't know. But I cut a bunch of different varieties of them. This is going to be a big ass ornament. I don't know what else to say because these are pretty big. So I hope people like big ornaments. I don't know. Here's the one I was using, but I have a much shorter one, and I think that might work. I don't know. I hope this works. It's kind of a cute mushroom. It looks sort of natural like this with the birch bark on it. This is how this new mushroom came out. So we whitewashed the top and added the birch with hot glue. I think they're pretty cool looking. Hopefully somebody will dig those. If you haven't seen our best-selling ornaments, go back a video or two and you can see them. I'm just kind of showing you the new stuff. I also made, I would consider smalls as candlesticks. We sell them from anywhere from $20 to $30. It's kind of our mid-range thing, and we seem to always sell out. And I'm sorry, we sell two different versions of candlesticks. Some are just birch branches that are just cut, and I'll show you those. And I think you've probably seen those in the videos. So it actually does take a little bit of time because you have to go out, cut them with a chainsaw, level it so they sit, sand it a little bit, and then drilling into the end grain so you can put a candle, like a tea light in it, and then burning it. That all takes time, you know. We sell those from $10 to $15 depending on how big they are. And then the sculptures inside those candlesticks, like if I cut something in, it's somewhere between $25 to $35. I'll show you a few of those. So what ended up selling really well were the candlesticks. Every one of these things sold. Any sort of candlestick with a design. So this was like, I thought it'd be fun to do an old mushroom. I did this design about 5-6 years ago. I'm really out of practice. I don't know if that came out good or not, but I like it. The wood spirits, just old school wood spirits. I'm going to polish him up, sand him out a little bit, but this is substantial. Like it's a nice piece of, I think this is apple wood out of my yard. I had to cut a branch of apple tree. So that, I'll probably get $30 for that. I'll probably price this Al at $30, but he kind of turned out orange when we stained him. So I'm going to polish him up to brighten him out a little. That'll be that. And then just more of a comical Al. I did a little tinier candlestick. Maybe he'd be 25. I don't know. There's a cat doing a drive-by. So these are the candlesticks I cranked out the last 2 days. I made kind of a one. I did a few wood spirits, honestly, because they seem to always sell. So this guy's like coming out of the wood. This is a mushroom. And all these are candlesticks. This guy, I tried to wood burn into the birch to give him a little different look. And you'll see I left the eyes out of a lot of these because it's just way faster to make them. You'll spend a half hour to an hour trying to get the eyes right. And these are low price pieces. So got a little owl candlestick, like more of a cartoony owl than more of a realistic owl. He's in there. And then this is a blank tree that I carved into a tree, so I kind of just repurposed that one. I did not cut it out. It would not be worth the work because I only sell that for 15 to 20 bucks. I will never do these again. They're not worth the time. Like you can get them at like, a thrift store or something like that, and it just wasn't worth it for $15. That's about it. I might darken this guy a little bit. He's a little hard to see. But these things sell well. Every time I make a candlestick, they sell. So these are good mids. I'm hoping we make money with that, and then some people start buying the trees again. We sold a few of the trees, so I'm hoping to finish them out because I don't want to store them all winter. So we're excited about the last festival. I'll let you know how it goes, and I'll give you a report of what sold and what didn't. See you then.